I ran out of time to get any videos done this week. Hey everyone, Saxdo26 here, and instead I am turning my Friday upload into an update video because neither my Monday nor my Friday schedule has carried through the way it usually does. So instead, we're going to be playing Mega Man Battle Network on WonderSwan, also known as Rockman EXE WS. Which is a fun little spin-off game that is a spiritual predecessor to Network Transmission that already takes place in between Battle Network 1 and 2 that plays closer to the classic games in the Mega Man franchise. And its events are somewhat rehashed from those games because it takes more reference from the anime and manga rather than the games. Meaning it's a Battle Network game based on the anime that is based on the Battle Network games. Even like the plot beats that start this game off are based on the first episode of the anime where Lan's dad sends him Mega Man in the mail for his PET from Scilab before jumping into the oven and stopping the house from catching on fire. But yeah, Mega Man in a 2D plane, not on GameCube. They got something on WonderSwan in Japan, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, so it means you can walk left and right in a 2D plane, you can slide, you can shoot, and you can charge the Mega Buster into a power shot, which is pretty neat. I do like that. It has been a long time since I've done anything even remotely related to WonderSwan stuff. I want to put Mini Bomb there and Shockwave there, because the WonderSwan is configured weird in that I would be using the controller, but you'll understand in a second why the button layout is not good. The WonderSwan's got 4 buttons here, and then it's got 4 buttons here, and then it's got A, B, start, and select, because you can play it horizontally in landscape or vertically in portrait. So mapping that to a controller is very difficult. And also I couldn't sync it up properly, so I just figured, man, I won't even bother. And yeah, it just plays like a standard Mega Man game, which is pretty awesome. I do like it. Yes, Network Transmission is considerably better, but this is pretty fun. I do like it a lot. But yeah, so why am I doing a one-off video rather than any of the mini projects that I have talked about having in the pipeline? Well, that's part of the reason, is it is many projects. But on top of that, oh yes, we're in the deepest parts of the nest, so Lan can't send us battle chips. Part of the reason for that is with the One Life runs I did in August, I wanted to, after the One Life run ended, do some practice of those games past that point so I could actually use the stream time to try and improve on the areas I hadn't been getting up to. And what ended up happening instead is I had 2 really good One Life runs with a lot of really good practice thereafter, meaning that what would probably have been only about a 35-minute stream ended up turning into a 3-hour-long playthrough, and that requires a whole lot more editing. Yeah, that's the sign that I'm... No, yeah. So, the lesson I'm taking away from that is basically, this was dangerous. But even during that process, during those streams, I thought, yeah, well, maybe September will go better. And then September runs around, and I start having some very difficult internet troubles during my streams. What normally would happen? And it just lost signal again. I've spoken with some of my friends who stream, 2 of whom are in Florida, so they deal with even worse internet speeds than we do here in Australia. And they recommended looking into some of the configurations of the ISP beyond, you know, just checking for outages. So that's something I've been trying to find some time to look into, and when I do have time to look into it, I'll be tidying that up, hopefully to start streaming again in October. Even amongst all of that editing I've been doing, I've hit the point in my Rayman playthrough in particular where I've got to the Demise run. I did 2 Demise runs, one of which I did a one-off recording, much like this, but then I decided to come back after finishing it and do a full-on stream. That's about 10 hours worth of game footage that I'm trying to edit together for the video that would have gone up tonight. But yeah, I constantly tell people, if you don't want to be spoiled for Rayman Redemption, please play it yourself in your own time. And now I've been in this level for 26 minutes. What is this nonsense? And I just helped my mum move house. So on top of that, this has not been the highest priority at the moment. So the time I would have been spending editing stuff, I've been focusing on, you know, personal stuff going on. And then on top of that, I've got Mario Maker, which I'm doing for the LPL League, which has been a passion project that I've been tackling in small bursts. I am seeing a problem already. That'd be the way to do it. Oh boy, that was not good at all. I am being killed by the flames of justice. Oh boy. Earthworm Jim. I've attempted multiple times to get that started to a level that I'm happy with. I haven't quite found the rhythm that I want for it yet, but I think I've got an idea. It's probably going to turn into 2 videos, possibly 3. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, so the Earthworm Jim extra that I want to be doing is showing off the extra levels that are in other versions and all of the other versions of the game as well. And I had a weird idea where I wanted to try and play the Game Gear and Game Boy versions at the same time. But that's a lot harder than you'd think. Yeah, that play. Yeah. It's great in my head. I've also been working on, as long-time viewers will know, oh wait, a montage of sorts from the last 10 to 12 years worth of my Let's Plays, focusing on the silliness of me bursting into song when I play games, like I just did in this 12 years of it. And it's pretty insane. And it was a fun little idea I came up with in the midst of, you know, the world deciding to let everything burn, as a nice little distraction. And it has been pretty fun, but the difficult thing is, 2013 is a very full year. It had a lot of games that I played and a lot of content, both solo and on the LPL League. By the way, you should really go and check out their stuff. That's myself and 4 other fantastic individuals playing video games and acting like absolute idiots. But we have a good time. It's good fun. And any playthroughs that I don't post here usually end up on my collab channel with them, and they're really fun. There are also a lot of personal things that, rewatching those videos, I'm remembering where I was during that time, and I'm going to admit, I have grown a lot since then, and some of the reminders that I got from editing those videos were not necessarily pleasant ones, which is unfortunate when you've got a year's worth of footage that you're editing through and you remember times where things could have been better, and it just, every time you're plodding away at bits of it, you kind of remember that. So that's been a bit draining, but still fun to work on, and I want to work on it more. I've been working on trying to get a lot of older playthroughs finished, even if it's just in extra content. And one of those was an old playthrough that I started of Kirby Superstar and Kirby Superstar Ultra at the same time. And I haven't been able to finish that, mostly because of time. So I've got most of that as well going on at the same time that I need to finish up. I have not edited any of it, but I've got most of the Superstar portion and those equivalent modes in the DS version already recorded. The difficult thing is, on top of that, I've also got about 4 playthroughs in progress for the LPL League. They are, in no particular order, Super Mario Bros. 1, specifically the Game Boy Color version because I love Deluxe, Sonic 3D Blast, and I'm going to be showing off the deluxe version of that as well, because I have a soft spot for that game just because it's weirdly fun. I find it weirdly fun. I enjoy it. What were the other 2? Kirby Squeak Squad, which I was working on to sort of, mostly as a buffer in amongst all of the Superstar, just so I could still be playing Kirby but do some more stuff for the League. And what was the other one? The original Legend of Zelda. Because I also wanted to show off the Super Nintendo version as well that was only in Japan. Really fun stuff. I do quite love that game. So I've got a million things going on, and that's only the Let's Play content. I also try and do some music uploads, some remixes. I really want to try and get back into doing some music covers, which is something I've been really passionate about doing, but the space is not set up for it. But yeah. The difficult thing about my situation is mostly the fact that I don't know what's next, and I need more time to edit things, and it's okay. Oh wow, that was embarrassing. I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks I can change that up a bit. I might do a couple of smaller things, some more focus on music covers. What is the button I want? Is there a select button? Was there a select button? Is there a select button? Oh, pushing up. That's how I get the end. Tell me again, Mega Man. So yeah, the difficult thing with the way my content's been coming out is the fact that I want to be not dying. Not enough time, a lot of time going into the editing. Actually, that's the other thing. I've actually completed about 2 to 3 more playthroughs on my streams that I still need to actually edit. So I've got a Digimon World playthrough coming that's ongoing that I need to update my stream setup for, because I know that it could better reflect the way I've set it up. I want to set that stuff up. It still keeps making the bouncy noises as it goes. Look at the muffin cake!
Now it's time for a nice dramatic close-up for no apparent reason.
One of my childhood favorites, Zool, Nature of the Nth Dimension, got a remake last year, actually, around August, which nearly slipped right past me after I did a charity stream playing the original. But that's amazing, and I can't wait to show that off. And I want to try starting to speedrun that. So I've actually got 2 speedruns of that now on speedrun.com, which is pretty awesome. And I want to be focusing on some more of that, and some more older games like that as well. This is fast approaching it. Alright, time to fight Humburger. It's the Mega Drive boss music, yes! Best version. Yes! So good! Folks, you've done it right. Sumo Digital, you've done it. You've done it. You picked the best boss music for this reboot. Perfect. 12 out of 10, 15 out of 10, 100 out of 10. For anyone who's been watching my channel for a long time, especially for the Oddworld content, I finally got around to recording all of Munch's Odyssey. But I streamed it, which means it's going to also take a decent amount of time to edit the footage together. And I ended up doing 3 playthroughs, which will be edited in certain fashions, for multiple reasons. And I'll explain it when I get to it, but that is quite a complex playthrough, with many levels to it. So I've got to work out the right way of approaching that as well, and that's very intense. That is so good. Okay. Hydroponic vats. Okay. Game crashing on me. So, is that before combat? That might be before combat. Dang it, game, why do you crash like this? And I've also got, again, all of the I Want to Be the Guy content coming as well. I've got the second half of the first stream I did of it to go, then the entirety of the second stream, and because I do another stream every 100 subscribers, I owe my viewers at least 5 more streams of it, I'm pretty sure at this point. If my subscriber count is correct, I believe I owe people 5 more streams of that, which is going to be fun. Those are spikes. Gun out of this, heat gun out of this, heat gun out of this. Oh boy. We'll go this way this time. Ah yes, Pharaoh Man. Foolish humans, you shall pay. I forgot about Pharaoh Man down here. Fun times. With all of the kerfuffles of stream going on, it means I can't work on my I Want to Be the Guy runs. It means I've got a first impressions video for Wildly Wars 2 that I want to show off. That is very disjointed, and the first stream and the second stream are both broken into so many parts. I'll be interested to see if I can salvage anything. Oh, that's Wily Machine 6, I think. Mini-boss versions of Wily Machine 6. That's nasty. It's cool, though. Dangerous. Don't collapse it. So is that the stage done, or...? What am I looking at? And then after that, I've also got the extra footage for Legacy of Goku 1, 2, and 3 and Boo's Fury, as well as the final Legacy of Goku Kai episode, and some first impressions of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which I am loving, and would love to stream more of, but again, I am having so many technical difficulties at the moment. What about my book? It really is Legacy of Goku 1. It's literally the same first side quest. Fine. The sin of violating our sanctuary is grave, and the penalty is death. Now die. Battle routine set. Execute. Don't stop charging, Mega Man. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Pharaoh Man is painful. Okay, I need a recovery item. I don't have any at all. Yeah, attack plus 20. That'll work when I'm burning to death. There we go. This is dumb. I do not like this boss, and I could have sworn he was much more bearable than this. Why is he so bad? Anyway, but you get the gist. I've got a lot of projects in the works. I hope everyone will stick around. I don't know if I'll come back to this game. I'd like to. It'd be fun, I think. This has been Sax226, and hopefully I'll actually have some videos ready next week. But until then, take care. Catch you later. I got some Oddworld and Rayman to edit.